I dropped her with this sucker. I drove 1,800 miles to realize I couldn't escape my feelings for you. Oh,
Get out here.
And she was just like, eh.
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. Rated R.
Criminal charges, bro. It's like we're avoiding the shark.
Y'all afraid turbo neck guy?
I'll give you a kiss. You give me your number.
That checked out a ton, dude. Tell me you felt.
We're Americans. We're the ones that are descendants from the 1776 musket-bearing motherfuckers.
Welcome back to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. This is episode number 7. In this episode, I sat down with the Gravley Bros and we peel back the layers of Slangage, uncover the dark truth behind Muddy Buddies, and venture into swamp crotch guac territory. You've been warned. Today, I'm joined by my good friend, Tim Gravley.
Hey.
And my other newfound good friend, Luke Gravley.
What's poppin'?
So...
Brothers from the same mother.
Mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get
Do we
any-
just dive in with
Let's
the
just freaking
slices?
dive in, dude, with the slices and dices.
All right, let's
The
dive in.
slangage.
Yeah, the slangage.
We have a bunch of words and verbs and everything in between added to our slangage every day.
Yeah, new additions. I think the newest one is pump, pumping, and pumpage. And then a third windshield wiper, which we were not allowed to talk about on this podcast.
Off limits.
Classified.
But talk about Bupdate, because that one's recently been declassified, and now we're finally able to share that with the viewers.
Yeah, dude. Spencer and I were texting one day, and it was his idea. I give him all the credit, but it's such a legendary just mashing of words. It's just simply babe and update. Smash them together, Bupdate.
Update.
So you're just texting some ladies and
No.
No,
You
no,
text
what do
your
you mean?
boys, and you go,
Oh.
hey, any Bupdates?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and then of course I say no. But anyway, that one's recently been declassified, and we had to share that with the
Yeah,
viewers because
gotta release it to the
or with the
world.
listeners, not the viewers. You viewing this podcast right now, not with the listeners. So you guys can add that one to your repertoire of
They can
gangster
listen with their
slangage.
eyes.
Yeah, dude. So be like,
Bupdates.
hey, is there any Bupdates lately? Yeah. Tim's got 2 one-liners that are gonna
For
blow
the
your
ages.
mind.
Spencer always loves hearing my girl stories, which
Yeah.
are very few and far
Few and far
between. But I do have some epic one-liners. So I had this crush on this girl, and we were co-workers, and I, for whatever reason, just felt uncomfortable to share with her throughout the year.
You guys were RAs together.
We were
dude.
RAs together, and she knows who she is. I think she's married
Can
now.
you not say
but-
her name?
Well, why say her name? Let's just protect
Well,
the
yeah,
innocent.
Yeah.
Don't want to put her on blast,
That's-
because then
okay,
everyone's
that's
going to hit
true.
her up and be like, you're such an idiot for not liking Tim.
Shots fired.
But yeah, so being from Minnesota, I always what is it called? Road trip? I road tripped back and forth from California, and was just driving home one day, and I decided to call her a couple weeks into summer break, and I pretty much just dropped her with this epic one-liner. So what
You got to talk about the geography. Where are both of these places?
Yeah, for sure.
So
So
what is it?
Biola University, out of state, SoCal, and I was born and raised in Minnesota, so I'm, it's halfway across the U.S. It's a very long distance, and I, from all the road trips, knew the exact mileage it took from point A to point B.
Rough.
And I dropped her with this sucker. I drove 1,800 miles to realize I couldn't escape my feelings for you.
Oh, look. Get out here. Dirty.
And she was just like, eh.
Game over.
It just blew you off or what?
Yeah, dude. She was
Jeez.
like, no.
Yeah,
That's tough.
tough. Are we going with the spark one?
Yeah, this next one has a
Sparkling.
little bit better results, right?
Yes.
All
Very
right, so
positive.
let's
it's
hear
it's
this.
a good update for
Yeah,
once.
let's hear this one-liner.
For some backstory, when it rains, it pours. There was like the situation where I was on this date with this girl that kind of liked, but like it just didn't go very well, and it was fine and all. The conversation was good, but whatever reason, there was just no spark. But there was this other girl I had met the night before,
Before your date?
Yeah, before my date. And we were at church, so we'll call her church girl. I talked with her for 15 minutes after our small group, and I said I felt a bigger spark with the 15-minute conversation we had than I felt on the 2-hour date I had with this other girl.
Oh, man.
Wow. Sparks matter, dude.
Yeah.
They for sure do.
True, yeah.
Hashtag Sparks matter, dude.
Sparks lives matters. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Jeez.
No, I love that one, dude. That one's epic. Well, Luke, why don't you tell us about your epic mugshot? I recently got to see this for myself with my own 2 eyes, and it's
dude.
freaking epic.
It's crazy. So my buddy Josh and I, we like to golf. We pull up to the ball, and it's about 15 feet in front of this tree. So I get my 4-iron out, and I'm trying to like just barely curve the tree and just miss it. I took a full swing, clapped the tree right dead center of the tree, came right back to me, smacked me under my eye. Before I even knew it, I was on the ground. I thought my eyeball was out. Like it was,
oh my god,
it was crazy. And Josh, he's standing there laughing his butt off. Like
He didn't even check to see if you're okay.
well, he did after like 10 seconds or something. But
10 seconds of immediate laughing.
dude, it literally looked like a shooting star. It just came that far,
fast,
that
huh?
fast.
So
Yeah.
how far from your actual eye?
Seconds away.
Yeah, quarter
Like
inch,
2
half
millimeters.
inch from my eye. I don't know what do you call that, eye socket? The bone or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally like just on the edge on the top.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad.
A little bit of bone edge.
Oh
huh?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So anyways, the next week, my license was getting expired. So I, wait in line, go get a new license. And the lady up there, and it's like, what happened to you? You get a bar fight or something? You get knocked out? Or believe it or not, it was a golf ball, but it was crazy. Dude.
So you,
okay,
you decided not to smile, dude.
But yeah, that's
like-
the whole thing. Like the picture I saw is
It's
you
like a
on
straight
your
up
license
mugshot.
with a mugshot,
True.
no smile,
True.
black eye,
and
dude.
like a hat too. So
Yeah.
you look like the most hick person
Yeah,
I've ever seen in my life.
after the
I didn't
fact-
know you could wear a hat during the picture.
yeah, I didn't know that
True.
either.
What? I would have. I look like Skrillex, and my hair is long on one side. It's horrible.
Dang. But yeah, it was pretty rough. Like I looked at that after the fact and I was like, yikes.
Tim, haven't you given yourself a lot of black eyes?
Yeah,
Are we going to
dude.
talk about that?
Rip me. I have had 2 black eyes. So first one, I was in college on the top bunk. For some reason, we decided to stick me under like the air duct, and like 6 a.m. I receive a scam call, dude, like a spammer, and it like jolted me awake, and I smacked my like freaking face like right on the corner edge. Oh, yeah,
It's like an AC unit or what?
yeah. Right on the corner, my eye, and that gave me a black eye for like a week.
Oof.
And
First week of college.
first week of college.
That actually reminds me real quick though, because my first week of sophomore year of college, dude, I had my wisdom teeth out, so I looked like I was packing the freshman 50, dude. Like my cheeks were so swollen, and I like just felt like an idiot walking around to class, and people
man.
are like,
What happened to you?
"All right, what's the second one?"
Second one, so I was a teacher, my first job out of college, and I was working on my car as any self-proclaimed
Law-abiding Christian
man does. And I just failed miserably. I could not for the life of me get the what's it called?
Wrench.
Lugnutter. I could not get it off. And I was pulling with all my might, and the wrench yanked off the stripped lug nutter, and it hit me directly in the same spot. And I had a big black eye. I had to teach with that black eye too. Really? And the principal was like, "What happened to you?" And all the kids did too, and it was just rough. But yeah, that's kind tough stuff.
What did you tell them? Did you like say
I told
something
them the
cool?
truth.
Like, yeah,
no, I wish I did.
Yeah,
but I
You
didn't.
wish you
I didn't want to
lied.
set like a bad example
Of
for
lying.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, lying
And
and
just
like, oh, I
fighting
got in
people.
a fight, right?
Yeah.
But I just
you
told
got
them
in
the
a fight
truth.
with your card, right?
I did. Yes, that's the only fight I've ever been in.
Well, you and I almost got into a fight one time, and it was
Really?
because of Muddy Buddies.
That was the closest we've ever been to a fight. I
Yeah.
think.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to get into that? Because
Let's
you're
get
the
into
one.
it.
This is your story.
It's
I
your
was
story.
gone.
Fill in the details, dude.
Yeah, I'll fill in the details. Okay, so my sister makes these amazing.
Yeah, there
no,
we go.
no, not my sister. My mom makes these. Dude, does Tiffany? I should see if Tiffany could make those.
Yeah.
Like
Muddy
cookies?
Buddy. Yeah, no.
Brownies.
Better. No, better. It's
Better.
like Chex cereal, but
Interesting.
dunked into chocolate and powdered sugar and peanut butter and
man.
just this sludge of sugar. And you dunk all of those in there, and then you pour a bunch of brown powder sugar,
sugar?
dude. Whatever, any kind. Just sugar
Yep.
everywhere. And you put it in this big bin, and you shake it around. It's like. And then you open it up, and then every little Chex Mix is like a snowflake of chocolate
And peanut
it's
butter.
like peanut butter and
Yeah.
just goodness, and it's just everywhere. So basically, my mom sends me this box with 2 giant bags full of Muddy Buddies, and these are like, as you could hear what I was just saying. I mean, they're like top of the line, big deal treat. Like these things are. Yeah, you get the picture.
So it's like puppy chow.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Puppy
yes,
chow.
but you don't
But
call
better.
it that. You don't
Some
call
people
it that.
puppy
No,
chow.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I've
puppy
heard
chow is
both
what
ways.
lame people call it.
Okay, so that's what we're familiar with. Or at least
Alternative
me.
names: Monkey Munch, Muddy Buddies, Muddy
Monkey
Munch,
Butt.
Reindeer Chow, Doggy Bag.
You see, these are all not appetizing at all.
Muddy Buddies isn't either.
Well, when it's connotated with the taste, it is.
Well, whatever it was, I had no idea. I had never tried it before. Spencer was like, he was going out of town for the weekend or something. And he was like, yeah, you can have some if you want. And I have very little self-control. And those things are like addictive. If anyone doesn't know, like my favorite food is peanut butter.
Right.
And
Gosh.
that's like one of the main ingredients. I had my RA partner over. We were watching some show or whatever.
The partner's like, oh, what are those? Oh yeah, those are the Muddy
Muddy
Buddies.
Buddies.
Spencer said we could have some, right?
Yeah. Keyword some.
Yeah.
But so those bags were massive. And Josh and I, we went to town. That bag was finished by the time that episode ended. And we could just not help each other. We could just, what's the term? Shoot. We could just not
Insatiable?
help ourselves. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you were
Insatiable.
insatiable.
We could
And
not
that was one
stop.
bag. And then I guess the next day you ate my whole second bag too.
Oh, did
didn't-
I?
I think
I don't
so.
remember that.
Well, I remember coming back and both bags were gone.
I thought before you left, the first bag was almost gone.
Okay, well,
And
maybe it
then-
was halfway, but you guys finished that one and then my whole
Next
second
bag.
bag.
No.
See, there's still
Yeah,
some unresolved
Yeah.
conflict.
Dude, he ate my whole bag
I'm
of
pretty
Muddy
sure it was
Buddies.
just one,
dude.
but-
No, it was more than that. Well, at least one. These bags are huge,
They were massive.
dude. Yeah,
I do admit
he
that.
ate the entire bag over the weekend. And what's
Bro.
really funny is, I guess when I came back, you like apologized and you're like, "Yeah, I got you some
Chex
some
Mix.
Yeah, some Chex Mix.
It's
Like,
legit the brand Chex Mix.
Yeah, you're like, I bought you some Chex Mix Muddy
From the
Buddies to like
store.
make up for it.
They just aren't as good.
And they just horrible. And you were like, yeah, they're not good. And I was like, how do you know? And you're like,
I've
well, I
tried.
bought. You're like, I bought 2 for you, but I ate 1.
No way.
Yeah, so you
I'm
ate 1
pretty
of
sure
them.
I bought one.
You cannot help yourself. And
Well,
you just
that's
kept
true.
eating them.
Yeah, dude. And you've never let me taste them again.
No. I hide those things, man.
You would think like for my birthday you would give me some or something.
No. You've already had enough for one lifetime, dude. Why don't you tell us about some other college shenanigans you got into, Tim?
Yeah, dude. So before I met you, before I was an RA, I just loved college pranks. I would never initiate them. I would never lead them. But we had some shenanigans, some hooligans on our floor. One of my friends on the floor, he squirted like at least 10 squirts of hand sanitizer into my roommate's Tide Pods, and they just all stuck together. And they were just rendered useless. Like it was such a dirty thing to do, but
Wait, they morphed together?
they morphed together.
What?
Like they all stuck together. He had to get like brand new ones, but I think he paid for them. But
Dude.
I thought it was hilarious. But another one, same roommate and same guy doing it. So maybe he had
A little bit of
some
beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was just fun to mess with my roommate. But anyway, he sprayed Febreze like 15 squirts onto my roommate's toothbrush.
Oh, dude.
What?
That's a party foul. If you're going for their toothbrush, that's like a party foul,
you
dude.
don't do that.
Yeah, you do not go for the
Everyone
toothbrush.
knows
dude.
you don't go for toothbrushes.
Yeah, if you go for the toothbrush, it's like war.
Yeah,
Like
it's game on.
Yeah.
Like you're asking for
Yeah.
something.
you're asking for like a dump in their
Yeah.
pillowcase.
See, and I just love this stuff, so I must be part cruel too. But
Yeah, you're like that.
I thought it was so funny. But my roommate brushed his teeth with the Febreze toothbrush, and he was like, and he was like spitting it out. He's like, "What is that?" And like we just died laughing, and he was like, "Man, the Febreze must have gotten the fan and like flown on my toothbrush." Oh man. And then another one, it's the same guy, but it was directed at his own roommate instead of mine. But they had like a prank off war, and it ended with he put all of his roommate's belongings in a sheet and he tied it and put it in the ceiling in the hallway.
oh
And not only that, he put like a opened milk jug.
no,
And it was like rotten milk too. Yeah. And he like shook it,
that's
and it was like
cruel.
all of his stuff.
See, that's
And
like
you're
it's like
just
that's not
like-
like even funny.
I
Like,
think
that's
it's
just
just like,
it's it kind of is funny, but like at the same time, that's nasty.
oh man.
Could you
It
imagine
was funny at
cleaning
the
that
time.
up?
Oh,
Yeah.
and he was pissed.
Oh, I would
understandably
Rightfully so, but-
gross.
But Tim has no heart. He just
Yeah.
eats people's muddy buddies, and he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, just whatever I want in life.
Here, I'll
I
buy
think
you
stuff
some
is
more,
funny,
but they don't
dude.
taste as good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know how to transition into this next one, but I used to work at Safeway back in 2016.
Safeway.
Safeway.
What is that?
Wait, you guys don't know what Safeway is?
No, we're Minnesotans.
Wait, are you serious?
I haven't heard
Minnesota.
of Safeway.
You don't know what Safeway? Okay,
Is that
so
a gas
it's-
station?
No, it's like a grocery store.
Okay.
Vaughn's, Pavilions, Ralph's.
No.
What kind of
No.
groceries do you guys have here?
Hy-Vee.
Well,
HIV? That's not healthy. All right. Well,
Rich
anyway, I was
Safeway.
working at Safeway,
Okay.
and I had to get up at 4 a.m. Yeah,
4 a.m.
4
for a
a.m.
grocery store.
Yeah, because
job.
I had to go be there at 5, and then I was in the fruit cut room. Do you know what that is?
Oh, so you had to cut up fresh fruit or something?
Fresh fruit, fresh
Okay.
vegetables, and all that, and then they'd like package it up, and then it would be sold on the floor as like
Oh, okay.
fresh, made in
Yep.
store, And so it was absolutely horrible. My boss called me a retard.
oh man.
No,
Yeah, like I mean, I wasn't like that offended, but I was also like, "Yo, that's pretty surprising that
Yeah.
she's just
Yeah.
gonna like."
I mean, it's
call
just
one of
abusive. Yeah.
yeah, like call one of her subordinates a retard. She's like, "What are you, a retard?" I was like, "Okay, no, but okay." But I was
Dang.
super slow with all that because like. It's just like monotonous machine work. It's like factory work. It's like you're cutting the strawberries and then you're packaging it and then you put a billion stickers. So as that's going, it's like, of course, I'm going to be thinking about other things. My stickers are going onto the Tupperware like extremely slow. So maybe that's why she thought I was a retard. But anyway, the lunchtime, I had to go outside to my Mustang because it was in summer. So it's like 95 degrees outside. And the thing is I would go out there every lunch because in the fruit cut room, it was like a solid 40 degrees.
Ooh.
I was wearing like triple layers and wearing like a beanie, and yet I was getting frozen. Every time I was in there, I would get frozen, and then I would go out on my lunch break and I would de-thaw. As soon as I de-thawed, I would have to go right back in and get frozen again. So it was like this constant state of like thawing and de-thawing on my lunch break. And on top of that, I had just gotten my ears pierced, and so I couldn't wear earrings at the job, and so I'd have to take them out. And by the time I got to lunchtime, I'm like, my ears are like closing up. And so I would have to re-pierce my ears and they would get bloodied on my lunch break. And I had to do this every day because otherwise my ears were going to like completely close up.
Right. Yeah.
So I had to re-pierce my ears every lunch break. And the worst part of the entire job experience was that I had to make swamp crotch guac. Yeah.
Nasty.
You like peel the stuff in there and you like flick it off the knife into like this huge big bin. And then you get this giant masher, dude. And you're like, just over and over again. And you're just like smashing this guac in there, dude. And it's just disgusting. And then I quit after a week. No.
1 week?
After a week. No, I actually got transferred, which was awesome, dude. I got transferred to courtesy clerk. But yeah, it was only 1 week. It was like the longest week of my life. Yeah.
How long did you do the frosting and de-thawing?
1 week.
Then he got bumped up to the front.
It feels like it was so much longer, but I got bumped over to courtesy clerk. Do you know what that is?
No.
Do you know anything?
Shots fired.
I've never worked at a grocery store.
Okay, courtesy clerk is when you're just bagging gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Next. What about the grease window?
The grease window comes from one of our good friends, Matthew Johnson.
We know somebody named Matt Johnson, too.
Really?
Yeah.
They're around.
He mooned me once.
He mooned you.
Yeah, because like I would always film everything, and I remember he was like, "Hey, Spencer, film this." And of course, I turned my camera, and next thing I know, his butt crack staring me in the eye, dude. Starts winking at me.
Dirty. But yeah, grease window.
So
Grease
this
window?
Matt Johnson never mooned us, thankfully.
Yeah, that
We
was
did not want to see that. But
nasty.
Yeah, so he was just my best friend growing up, and we always did these trips up north in northern Minnesota. Everyone goes up north.
Garrison, if anyone that's going to listen knows that area. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good area. But he neglected to shower like quite a few times on these trips.
Like all the time.
We love you, Matt, if you're listening. But yeah, he was proud of that. He didn't care. I don't know what the deal was, but
went with the flow.
He was taking this nap in the car, and his head touched the window, and the window just exploded.
Dude.
Wait, what? What do you mean it exploded? Are you for real?
Well,
No, I'm not for
with
real.
grease.
With grease.
It literally looked like after you got done frying bacon and just like smear it on the window,
like
dude.
a murder scene of grease.
I'm like, dude, look at the window. It's like just
Grease
this
window, and then we like hyped it up. We're like, oh.
Grease window. Dude, imagine if it was like a crank window and it was broken, but that's the grease that made it be able to work again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
funny. That's
Greased it.
Oh,
Grease it
man. Dude, remember that
that's good.
story that he came back from Texas?
This one's good. I love this one.
So
Yeah,
what
so
happened?
Matthew was gone for a year, and I was super sad, and
He left. He
left.
moved to Texas.
moved to Texas
Dad got a new job.
for 1 year. He was
Yep.
there for freshman year, and then his dad got a better job in Minnesota, so he moved back. So anyway, we were like, oh, long time no see. Like, this was before like technology was like
Right.
huge with like
Yep.
FaceTime and everything. But we saw him. He was walking up towards our house, our front door, and we were like, hey, it's kind of awkward, like sophomore, and Luke is what, 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade.
And it was just kind of awkward, like, hey, like, it's been a while, type of
long
deal.
time no see.
And then, as any teenage boy has acne, but Luke like had no idea for some
I was
reason what it was.
clueless.
So this is what he said. Go for it, dude.
I was like, why do you have warts on your face?
Shots fired.
Yeah, I'm like,
And he was like, "What the?
he's like, they're
What a
not-
welcome back! Why do you have warts on your face?" Like Luke was dead.
Yeah, I was dead
serious.
serious. I'm like, I didn't know.
Like
Did I not have acne?
some
Or
sort of
what?
zombie infection.
I think you did, just not as bad as Matthew.
Yeah.
And I was
don't know
just
what
like,
the deal was.
You guys are railing on Matthew today. Like grease head.
Oh, dude.
Pimple face. Dude.
and he found a girl and locked her down before either of us
Yeah.
did. So
yeah.
Locked her down.
Yeah, he's married.
He's married,
Oh,
living in New
At
Zealand.
first I
You're
thought
like,
you were
what?
like classified.
No.
I was like, this guy is
this
a
guy is off the chain.
Dude, I love Matthew.
He's a great guy.
He's
a
out of
great
his
guy.
chain, dude. Off his
Oh,
gourd and
Lord.
out of his chain. Another episode in the can. If you can, leave me a review. 5 stars is a power play. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram. You don't want to be on the wrong side of history now, do you? Stay tuned, stay hyped. That's a wrap.
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
Halo, like they're in the robot stuff?
Wrong.
Robots?
No, they're like in like giant armored things.
No. Wrong.
Darn it.
Oh, here we go. It's a trailer for you.
Okay. Like, yeah, him.
That's not a robot. That's a human suit.
No, it's not. It's like Avatar, the cyborg.
Oh yeah, they're
things.
blue people.
No, like the bad guys.
Press B, Garrett.
Press B, Garrett.
Wait,
B. Push B.
Was that B?
B.
I know where A is. Is B the red one? Shut up.
Why'd you push A? Don't push that.
Sorry.
Push
I'm
B.
Sorry. Wait, B.
Okay, push A. Now pick a player.
I'm Babe.
You got it. Okay, Garrett, what are you?
So
push
what do
A.
I do? A.
Now go pick Sugar.
Slayer.
15 rounds to
Okay,
win.
so what's the point of this? Wait, why do I look different? Number one.
Why do you look different?
Yeah.
Wow, don't be so racist.
I can be racist against myself.
No, you can't.
Perfectly acceptable.
No, it's not.
And that's it.